listen to Monday Night TPK.
Alright, hey, welcome back. This is Monday Night TPK. My name is Kyle, and I will be DMing this horrible, horrible thing you're about to listen to. This thing is a Dungeons and Dragons real play 5th edition podcast. I am sorry that you are this far into it, but you have my thanks nonetheless. Around me, giggling at this table, are 4 other people for some reason. Matt's...
So I'm looking at episode 14, which just launched today.
Okay.
We already have 7 downloads.
Wow.
That doesn't sound right. There's no way 7 people...
That's just off Podbean.
There's no way 7 people want to listen to this
And
crap
it's been
that we're
up
putting
for,
out.
what, 3 hours? Almost 4 hours?
It went live at 5, so
Yeah.
a little over 3 hours, almost 4.
Wow.
Thank you, Matt, for updating us on
You're
these
welcome.
stats. Maybe someday we'll hit 300 listeners before we hit episode 300.
That would be cool.
Wouldn't it? Ryan, what's with the scream of terror?
Nothing at all. People listening.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, if it makes you feel better.
They must like us.
Just because they downloaded it doesn't mean they listen to
At
it.
least 7 of them.
It may just be free downloads.
That's rude, though.
It's probably like all of our families like taking pity on us.
I downloaded your podcast like 10 times.
Thanks. Did you listen to it? No.
I got it on my phone. I got it on my tablet. I got it on my computer. Okay. You're not helping.
Yeah.
Man. Sorry, that got dark and way too meta. Sam,
Yes.
what's new?
Nothing. I've had my after-school coffee, so life is good.
Your after-school coffee.
My after-school coffee.
See, I like to just have after-school, like, beer.
I mean, yeah, but that's not going to keep me awake.
No. That's not the purpose, though.
So. Is it? Yeah, right. I too like after-school beverages for that purpose, Kyle.
Dana,
Yep.
you're, like, super into, like, playing on your phone. How you doing?
I'm just waiting for things to get going.
Just waiting for things to get going.
Yep.
Cool.
Darn kids these days and their cell phones.
I mean, whatever. Mine's sitting over here somewhere, too. Okay, so last episode, I don't know, it was fun to run. Hopefully it wasn't a horrible, horrible thing to listen to.
Sorry.
Hopefully you enjoyed it. Sam, as usual, took some pretty good notes. All right, so Sam, what happened last week?
Sure. Well, to start out episode 22, we did some canoe configurations, which is dramatically harder to say than I thought it would be. And we decided that Montwood and Rixer would be in canoe number 1, while Iku, Brielle, and Gilly would be in canoe number 2. Update. We can get lost in the jungle. Update. We can end up guideless in the jungle. And just like that, we are on the river. And the river is lazy. Iku guides us along the lazy river and points out some crocodiles and dinos that could be a problem if we get too close to shore. She also encouraged us to stay out of the water and do not drink the water because throat leeches are nobody's friend. Gilly applied bug repellent and reminded her friends to do so, so everyone applied some bug juice. On the river, Montwood relaxed for a little while. Rixer did some rowing. Brielle was diligently watching but trying to be chill about it. Yeah. And Gilly talked to Iku about her jungle experiences. Iku talked about fire newts and some flowers in the jungle called a yellow musk creeper. We learned about those flowers that spit their sweet seeds at you and turn you into a vine-ish zombie. So you die, but the flower doesn't, and it grows vines outside you. Nasty. We learned that those flowers are very rare, but usually around the ruins of Nangalore. So Gilly diligently looked for yellow flowers along the shoreline. The canoes approached a large stone building near the edge of the river, which Rixer pointed out to the rest of the group, and Iku said, although there are no permanent residences or people who reside in the jungle, it may be a temple to Opteu. So the group decided to go to shore after some reluctancy to check out the building. We found 3 buildings and a statue in the center of those buildings on a 4-foot-high pedestal, with mazes all around that pedestal. We found also that there were mazes inside the building, so we went inside of those and solved some mazes. Gilly got one. Montwood and Gilly were stumped by one, which Rixer just blew right through. And then Gilly solved another one. Then Gilly went back to the maze in the center around the statue and began to look at it and study it. She found a starting point and started the maze, and Rixer scared her. So Brielle, who had been perched on top of the building providing lookout, let us know some things were coming. Gilly quickly solved the maze, got out of it, popped a drawer, and there was a black sphere with carvings all over it. Gilly grabbed that up, and everybody ran back to the canoes, barely avoiding combat with some sturges.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys were able to, as you said, Sam, avoid some sturges. You were able to solve some puzzles. An appropriate amount, or an inappropriate amount, I don't care, of XP has been given to you for your, for your successes in life.
Trials and tribulations.
Yeah. Is that Rixer saying that?
Oh.
Oh. Okay, good. Just making sure. So, with
Tribulations is kind of a big word for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's too many syllables.
Yeah.
You should apologize.
with Iku guiding you, you're able to get back on the river. You're able to go for a couple more hours without really seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, experiencing anything problematic.
Well, that's boring.
Sorry.
What is our pace
I like it.
on these canoes?
You know, that's a great question because, Ryan, you just reminded me, because every single day you guys need to decide what your pace is going to be for the day. A slow pace, a medium pace, or a fast pace.
Take back my question.
Or, I'm sorry, the official labels are, and I'm seeing it on my DM's guide here, my DM's screen here, is a fast pace, a normal pace, or a slow pace. A fast pace has the potential of letting you cover an extra hex at the sacrifice of perception checks. Basically, you can be surprised
It's
or
almost the same
ambushed.
as walking.
A normal pace is what I'm going to, just because I didn't ask, is what I'm going to assume happened today, which lets you cover 2 hexes by river, 1 hex by land. You can go a slow pace, which gives you a bonus to foraging and a bonus to seeing things that might be trying to attack you or coming at you. But I would roll a d4, and on a roll of, I think, 1 or 2, you guys do not leave your hex for the day.
Oh.
So you're basically a gamble on whether or not you're able to actually proceed.
Oh.
I feel like slow is not necessary right now,
No.
considering we're stocked up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we run out of supplies,
Right. Yeah.
that might be something we have to do. But for right now,
And going at fast pace, it only affects the perception checks. It doesn't give us exhaustion or anything like that, right?
No, I don't believe so. That does make me want to recheck my notes on this, but I don't think that's a problem.
Because I'm wondering if we want to do that some of the time, or maybe in the beginning, and as we get deeper in, not. But at the same time, we just go normal and whatever.
I mean, if we want to go fast, now would be a good time.
Right,
Since
that's
we
what I'm saying.
just got attacked by sturgeon.
Well, it's
Well,
also, I think it's less likely to be dangerous in the beginning of it.
And once you choose the pace at the beginning of a day, it stays that way for the whole day.
Oh, okay.
And it is my bad for not, I forgot to ask you guys at the start of this travel day, so for the rest of this travel day, we'll assume you're at a normal pace. And if you choose to do a fast pace, you can do so. Let me read you exactly what it says here. So if the character's moving at a fast pace, the easiest way, basically like I will roll a d4. On a roll of a 3 or 4, you will advance an additional hex that day. So it's not even guaranteed that you will be able to get an additional hex. It's just you have a 50% chance of getting an additional hex at the penalty of a -5 to your passive perceptions.
No.
Why do we want to risk it?
I don't think we do.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
And then a slow pace, you roll, as I said, a d4. On a 1 or a 2, you advance 1 fewer hexes that day. So 1 hex as opposed to 2 by canoe and none if by foot. Characters moving at a slow pace can move more stealthily. As long as you're not in the open, you can try to surprise or sneak past other creatures you encounter. If you were to choose a slow pace. Alright, so yeah. Does that answer your question, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
You can probably assume, since you're running a normal pace, you're on the canoe, you don't know whether or not Iku got you lost or not. So there's that. But you will assume you're going to advance 2 hexes on this day. At the end of the day, no. At the start of a new day, if you have made a successful check on navigation, I'll let you know on your hex maps where you're at. It's like if you succeed the next day.
Okay.
So you'll get the day before and basically. So you'll see your starting point. If that makes any sense. No, it doesn't?
It does.
Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, so as I said, you guys are able to go about the river for a couple more hours and nothing major happens. Is there any more questions you have for Iku?
I'm not currently.
Have you been to the Oracle before?
I have been to the Oracle myself to see her twice, but I have led other travelers to her, yes.
Okay. Is she nice?
She is kind to those who are kind to her.
Okay.
She is extraordinarily old, and those who are able to reach her, she is happy to reward with wisdom.
Lovely.
Reaching her may not always be easy, but those trials we can go into more detail when we get closer.
Makes sense.
So yeah, you guys are able to go on for basically the rest of the day until it gets to a point where she is going to ask you if you want to pull over and camp for the night. It'll be a couple hours before dusk, so that you would have time to secure a campsite and et cetera, et cetera.
I mean, we're not going to sleep in the boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. So she is going to begin kind of trying to scout, using a perception check, or survival check rather, for a good campsite. Rolls very well, and is going to basically suggest a place that you're able to kind of see up ahead. It's kind of a clearing. There aren't any trees that are like super close, so there's a little bit of a distance that you guys can kind of see around you. Do you pull your boats to the shore, I'm assuming, as she suggests?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are able to do that. She'll suggest kind of pulling your boats up, basically like all the way to the campsite, as opposed to kind of leaving them on the river's edge. And then making camp. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're making camp? I don't want to be railroading you too badly here.
Seems like a good time as any to go fishing.
So while everyone else is making camp, Matwa's going to go fishing.
I don't know anything about camping. I just
So you have tied your wooden hook to the end of your line, and you can kind of cast it out into the river, and you're going to find that wood floats.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. It's a very thin piece of wood at that, so.
I have something.
Does Montwood have any experience with fishing previously?
I mean, are you proficient in survival, Montwood?
No.
Okay, then let's just say you don't.
Okay.
Can Rixer like see this happening and Montwood getting upset?
Anyone who's paying attention could see.
Brielle would be helping set up the camp, so
Okay.
she's probably not really paying attention.
Gilly will also help set up
Okay.
here.
And Rixer would help probably like just stop for a second. Here you need to put something on it to catch the fish. That's how you fish.
Like what?
Like another fish, or a piece of meat, or a worm. I wonder if there's worms here. We'd maybe dig up some worms. And then the fish eat it because they don't want to eat a piece of wood.
I'll look for a worm.
Does Montwood have any idea where he wants to search for worms?
I mean, I assume they come out of the earth.
Sure, okay, cool. As long as you got that kind of
You were
base,
correct.
that kind of
It's an
base knowledge.
assumption that I'm going to look into wet mud.
Give me a survival check.
Wisdom check?
Yeah.
23.
Nice.
Ooh.
You find some worms.
Sorry, little guy. And I impale the
Your hook has been baited with a worm.
No worms have been harmed in making this podcast.
Do you cast your worm-laden hook out into the water?
Yes.
It's heavy enough to sink the hook.
Right.
About 3 seconds pass, and you're feeling a tug on your line.
Oh. I'm assuming I have to.
Yeah, give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity?
I mean, argue for something else. What you want to do?
Oh, Dex is fine.
I feel like you're trying to hook it and reel it, or not really reel it, I guess, probably, but pull it back. Do you have a reel on your...
I don't know. I bought this thing for the
It's
survival.
bought from the survival store, so I would assume it would have.
Yeah, right, why not?
Yeah.
15.
You pull in an enormous fish.
Oh my goodness.
It is probably 2.5 to 3 feet long, weighing in at a solid 20 pounds.
Wow.
Wow.
Guess we're having fish for dinner.
Right?
Yeah.
Fresh fish.
I'm going to take that bright-eyed over to where camp is. Look what I got!
Oh my goodness!
You must have found some really good worms. It's a big fish.
Oh.
Brielle's gonna sign and hope that Gilly's paying attention.
Yeah.
How are you gonna skin that? Do you know what you're doing?
Oh, do you know how to fillet a fish?
Fillet of fish.
And she's gonna grin.
No.
Okay.
Would you like to learn?
Do you want to learn?
If it's anything like looking at plants, maybe. Yeah. I would love to learn.
I guess once camp gets kind of set up and everything's good to go, Gilly's gonna take some time and cast Identify on the black sphere that she got from the maze solving.
Yeah. That's a ritual, right?
You
I was told I
You
couldn't
can
cast
cast it as ritual if you have ritual caster.
which I do not, so it's just a spell.
You are disappointed to learn that it's not a magical item.
Okay.
But it does have the ability to focus magical ability. What this means is that you can come to the conclusion a arcane spellcaster or a druid could use it as a spell focus.
Oh.
And as you're examining it during the course of this ritual, you're going to find that it is a solid, spherical, very highly polished piece of onyx. And on the surface of this sphere has been carved an extraordinarily intricate maze that covers the entire surface. You'll find, in fact, like the markings for beginning and end points are like opposite poles.
Okay.
On this.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, again, it's about the size of Gilly's fist, being a halfling. So
Sure.
a human it'd be less than fist size.
Sure.
I'm trying to think of a real world example of that.
Baseball?
Maybe a
Small.
little bit big.
Like for her,
Softball.
for her baseball?
No, definitely smaller than a softball. A smidge smaller than a baseball, but pretty close. A skee ball is not a bad
A cutie.
Like a
a pool ball.
A cutie.
A cutie.
cutie orange.
Yeah, a
Mandarin
cutie
orange.
orange. A mandarin orange. Yeah.
yeah.
That's about right. That's about
Okay.
right.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
If you were to give a value to this on just a market value, you'd put about 75 gold pieces
Oh.
as a piece of art, basically,
Hmm.
or as a spell focus.
Hmm.
You should hold on to that just in case we run into any druids on our journey.
Yeah.
What?
Gilly's gonna share this information with Brio
Okay.
and just kind of recant what she's learned.
Cool.
I'm gonna just play with the maze
Okay.
for now.
Braille's gonna teach Mountain how to get that fish ready for dinner.
Ew. Oh.
I like it. Just like a montage of Maltwood, like reaction, like oh. Like one, like Maltwood's face is just totally still, but like 12 on his shoulder, like grimaces and like squeaks a little bit. So night falls, and gradually, like, the sounds of the jungle change from those creatures that are awake in the light and those creatures that are awake in the darkness. What is your plan, folks, for the evening?
Well, we're gonna cook up that fish, right?
And I think it's safe to assume that happens.
Yes.
I'm assuming you guys have built a fire.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably
you-
a small fire. Don't want to draw
Yep.
too much
You
attention.
have tents, I think, that you had on your. Yep. Do you set out your rain catchers?
Yes, Brielle would have set those up in the initial.
Yeah,
Okay.
just in
Setup.
case it rains.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it's even going to catch like the normal mist.
That's true, yeah.
So.
So why don't you guys? One of you guys, we'll maybe pause the audio while we do this because it's gonna make noise. Draw on the map where your tents are, where your rain catchers are, etc., etc. Okay, so we have drawn out a campsite. It is very quaint. There is a fire. There are bedrolls surrounding the fire because our heroes forgot to buy tents.
Yeah.
Sure did.
So that's exciting.
Gilly like ravages through all this stuff like, no, I swear, no.
So I have an idea.
Okay.
What if we get like a bunch of those leaves from the trees and like stitch them together to like make like a tent?
You mean like this tarp that's over our head?
We have yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a tarp over our head to keep rain from snuffing on our fire.
This tarp will be okay for now, maybe? But that's a good idea in the future.
I was so thinking, will this work? Would this work? And I didn't realize you guys mentioned the tarp.
I think that's why we bought the tarp.
How high up above you is the tarp?
About 10 feet.
Okay, so easily you can walk under it.
Yeah.
Cool. And you have your rain catcher set out. You've got your canoes kind of pulled up pretty close to your campsite. These are going pretty good. What are you guys doing for the night as darkness approaches?
How do we want to do... I mean, we probably just eventually just sit around and chill till we're ready to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you like music?
Yeah.
Well, I have this thing of music I found. It's like ripped in half, but yeah.
That's cool. Oh, we probably shouldn't like make music or anything though, because
I was just
Yeah.
making convo.
that's cool. That's
Making
cool, though.
convo. Okay.
With the fam.
Brielle has a viola. Yeah, a viola, but she's not going to play it.
Chicken.
Yeah, I'm not drawing attention. She's smarter than
Okay, cool.
that.
Are you guys gonna have watches?
Probably should.
You can have they're great
Synchronizer
big
watches.
like water powered clocks.
Fluffy reference.
How do we do on lookouts?
I think Richter wouldn't care at all.
Brielle can either take first half or second half. Doesn't matter.
Who's willing to wake up in the middle of sleep to do a watch?
Maltwood raises his hand.
Brielle's fine with getting up in the middle. She doesn't care.
Okay.
She's used to it.
Yeah.
So she usually does.
Okay. I don't mind taking like first or second watch. Which one would you prefer, Richter? Are you a hard sleeper?
Yeah.
Okay, you can take first watch,
Okay.
and then you wake me up, and then I will watch, and you can sleep the rest of the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Do that.
Okay.
Cool. So we got Sam on first.
No.
Richter on
No,
second.
Richter on
Richter
first,
first,
Sam
Sam
on
on
second.
second.
Okay, who's on third?
Yes.
I mean, Brielle's gonna get up about the time Gilly's going down.
Because you'll have your 4 hour
Yeah, I
plans.
would have had my 4 hour by then. And if Mountain wants to get up and give me company, that's fine.
Cool.
For
cool.
the last couple hours.
Iku, do you want to do a watch?
She's gonna point to a tree that's kind of just off into the heavier shrub. I think I'm going to set myself up there. I'll be aware.
Okay.
And yeah, like right there.
I didn't think she'd want to go too far from the camp.
Nope. And she climbs up very easily. Just kind of grabs a branch and pulls herself very quickly up to a higher vantage point. And I'm going to put a, classic dice case
Yeah.
on the map with her sitting on top
Nice.
to help signify that's a tree.
That's a nice tree.
I like that tree.
That's a nice tree.
Cool. So, you guys are able to kind of chit-chat, and eventually you pass on to your afterlife. No, you don't. You move on to your watch schedule. First watch. Why don't you give me a perception check?
That's not me.
That's right there.
That's me. Perception +4. That's 19.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
You've been kind of gotten used to what the normal night sounds should sound like. Peaceful, calm.
Okay. When watch is over, I'll stand over Gilly like, "Psst. Kelly,
What?
Kelly,
What?
it's your turn.
Oh, okay. All right. Good night, Richter. Have a good sleep.
You too.
I hope I don't have to wake you up. Oh, they're gone. Okay.
Kept his pants on though.
That was so
That's
considerate.
good.
Very considerate. Gilly, give me a perception check.
Sure. Oh no. That's an 8.
That's not great.
You hear some movement
Sure.
just outside of the dying campfire light,
Okay.
moving in the brush.
Okay. How much movement? Like on a scale of probably small animal to probably gonna eat me.
Give me a survival check.
Sure. 18, 19, 20, 21.
What was the first thing you said?
18.
Probably small animal.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
That one.
Okay.
It's a bug.
It's cute little small animal.
Isn't there a bunny thing in this?
Somewhere.
Fun.
You don't see a bunny.
Oh, okay. Is it just staying in the brush?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Eventually you decide it's probably not a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably small. Okay.
And your watch passes otherwise.
Okay.
12 is awake. He doesn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Do you wake up Brielle?
Yeah, I'll go and nudge Brielle. Brielle.
She's already waking up, so she easily wakes up.
And I sighed. I heard something small, but it didn't seem to be a threat. It was that way. And I point to the general direction of the sound.
Okay.
Have a good watch.
Okay.
I'm going back to sleep.
Night.
Night.
Okay, Brielle. Give me a perception check.
Let's see. 17.
So you hear something kind of running. Something that's running pretty fast. In not far away.
Direction?
What'd you get?
17?
Just. I mean, I'm pointing that way, which makes really bad radio.
North of our map.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna keep an eye. She'll ready an arrow. Does it sound big? Can she tell?
It sounds decent size, and it's moving quickly, and it's getting louder.
She's going to, she'll ready her bow. Montwood should be, how close to waking up is Montwood?
You're about an hour into your watch.
So he's only got about an hour before he would wake up. He's close enough to his full rest. She's gonna bump him and wake him up.
Montwood, it takes you a couple seconds to kind of get your bearings, but you definitely hear something moving very quick. It doesn't seem enormous in size, but it's moving very quickly towards you. And about the time Brielle kind of kicks Montwood awake, you can kind of hear a kind of noise.
So
Can I survival that?
Sure, I did it badly, so that's not even a good representation.
Ooh, that's not very good though. That's only an 11.
A 10. Sounds like probably a wild pig or a boar. Coming, at this point, maybe even towards you guys.
Brielle's gonna get her bow ready. We might be having bacon in the morning.
Are you gonna stand and get ready for this?
Yeah, if it's coming towards, she's gonna wait and see if it keeps coming.
I don't know what you just signed, but I agree.
So is Montwood standing up? And,
Yeah.
all right.
She's gonna quickly, with her arrow, before she puts it up and notches it, she's gonna draw a really quick face of a pig in the dirt, and then point. Make an arrow pointing towards the woods, where she then draws her bow.
Brian, don't say.
just as you're drawing your bow, a very large pig, boar with very big tusks, busts out of the undergrowth, and starts running at you guys. If you had a more or less a ready action, if you want to
take a shot
take
at
a
it.
shot at it.
Do it.
Ooh, that was crazy. But that's not too bad. What is my attack bonus with my bow? That is a 21.
You hit the pig.
I didn't hunter's mark it, but 7 damage.
You kill the pig.
Nice. Right through his eye.
And it falls over.
Alright,
It's gonna have a little meerkat run up.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking.
It's a meerkat go.
Why? Brielle will walk over, pull her arrow out, and start pulling the boar towards the camp.
As you are dragging the boar, you hear more sounds in the jungle. A lot of sounds. A lot of bodies moving very quickly towards you.
Oh no.
You have one action.
They're close?
Oh yeah, like you can't see them beyond the edge of the dense foliage and the darkness and everything. I know you had dark vision, but
Yeah,
it's still
but
just
it's
very,
still
very dense.
dense.
You feel like you have about 6 seconds to do something. Montwood, I'll give you the same because you're probably right by Brielle as she's beginning to drag the boar. If we're going to be a little more honest with this battle map, I feel like Brielle's going to be right up here at the edge of the thing with the boar. But Montwood's probably just still standing by everybody else.
Montwood's really close to Gilly and Rixer still.
Yeah.
You can probably get out of there, right?
Oh, I can get out of there. Is there... I assume, because we're in the woods, there's like rocks and all sorts of stuff.
Sure, all kinds of stuff.
She's just going to scoop up a rock and she's going to chuck it at Gilly.
What?
And then she's going to turn and take, readying herself to fight something. You know what she looks like when she's ready to fight. And she's just going to turn around and get ready for something coming out of the woods.
Can I respond to that?
Does she have time to back up at all from the woods?
You did an action, so you can do a movement. I said, sorry, 6 seconds. You have a full round.
Oh, okay. So...
you won't have a chance to respond.
Okay.
So...
I guess to use mine to wake up Rixer then.
Okay.
Cool.
So you can yell at Rixer to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rixer will wake up.
And you guys actually would see Iku, jump down from the tree and land about by you guys.
This is third watch, right?
This is third watch.
I haven't had anywhere near close to a full rest then.
You have not.
Okay.
Alright, so everyone who was able to kind of do something during this semi, right before round has acted. And out of the Brielle and everyone else is Rixer is probably still laying in the ground, what's going on.
I guess we don't have time to get up yet.
Yeah, and Gilly, strictly speaking, is awake, but laying on the ground.
Okay.
Out of the brush, or out of the jungle come a whole bunch of your friendly neighborhood zombies.
We took their dinner.
That's exactly what that was.
Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Oh.
How many did we fight last time?
I think it was 3
or 4. I think there's 4, but one of them ran away right away.
Oh, we fought more than that because we made 3 of them scatter and we killed at
You guys
least
had
2
I
or
think
3.
6 or 8, and you killed 3 or 4. Roll initiative. I'm gonna hold that for just a moment because all of these zombies are gonna act on the same turn to keep my life a little bit easier.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's always easiest to do
especially
that.
with there being 8 of them.
Wish I would have Hunter's Mark that pig.
Then you would have already
Because the
cast it.
Hunter's Mark would already be floating. I mean, it's still a bonus action to cast it, I guess.
So which cleric won low initiative?
I think you must have.
That's alright, because if we go down and you go last, you just
How about
raise us up.
Yeah.
Not that many. I mean,
20 or higher.
That would be me with a 21.
Oh, you.
Roll a d20.
That is the same result, so 19 on the die.
Alright, you go first. 15 to 20.
Yep, 18. Sir.
What, Sam, what'd you get?
Gilly got a 13.
Ryan?
5. That is the number 5. I'm holding up 5 fingers. 5 is the number of my initiative.
Today's episode is sponsored by the number 5.
Cool. Brielle, you get to go first. A whole horde of zombies has just busted forth from the dense foliage of the jungle.
Yep. She sees that.
They are all in various states of decay. Most of them are wearing just tattered rags and remnants of clothing with mismatched shoes and boots, if any at all. A few of them actually have it almost looks like weapons still attached to their belts or slung over their shoulders that they don't seem to be able to use. They are in poor condition, and yet they are still alive.
Any vines on them?
Not that you see while laying down on a sleeping mat.
Okay.
So Brielle's hair turns golden colored, and then she's gonna take another
power?
10-foot step back
Into the
underneath
water.
the water. Those hang from trees.
You put them clear up there?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're up hanging from trees.
Okay.
So she's gonna go underneath of that.
Okay.
She's going to. I don't know why I described that day. She's gonna hunter's mark. Let's do this guy in the very end here.
The Revenant mini?
Yeah, let's do that guy. She's gonna hunter's mark him, so her eye shifts to that targeting emblem, which also appears on his body. That's not very good though. That's a 13 to hit, actually.
That's a zombie. You hit a zombie.
Yeah, I realized that after I said it. Ooh, that sucked. That was going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 total damage.
Alright. You sink an arrow deep into its squishy, moist inner bits. And it is still moving. Iku, it is now her turn, and she has her stylized walking stick in her hands, kind of like a quarterstaff. She is going to move up to this zombie here that is being played by a mummy.
Now we have to find out what class she is, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe.
She is going to swing her quarterstaff at it. And it easily makes contact, and seems to do some damage.
Get it.
Cool. That's pretty out. That's Rick.
Get got.
Iku. All right, Rixer. What's going on?
So I have to use half of my movement to stand up.
That is correct.
So I will do that. And then I will. Let's see how many squares there are. Just
You would technically be on your bedroll.
okay, sure. Sorry, I'm trying to.
I'm just trying to give you an extra 5
Okay.
feet.
Right. So I used half, so then 5, 10, 15, but then I have the aggressive, so yeah, as my bonus action I'll just come right here in front of this guy that's pretty much all the way opposite of this group of zombies from where Iku is fighting. And then I will use my battle axe to take a swing.
At Revenant zombie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 17 plus 6, so that'll hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then 13 points of damage.
All right. It needs to make a save. Sorry, doing math in my head. Oh. You bring this battle axe down, and you cut this zombie real hard.
Mhm.
It stays standing.
Oh.
Every time.
Gilly.
Can I see that zombie through Rixer?
Yes.
Around Rixer? Excellent.
Yeah. The campfire is giving off 30 feet of bright and 30 feet of dim.
It would probably be only dim, because remember, we would keep it low. We were trying to not draw attention,
So
which didn't work, but...
yeah, 30 feet of dim. Actually, that's still going to reach out to there.
Yeah,
So
it should reach them, yeah.
So I will say, that's enough! And cast Sacred Flame at that zombie.
sure.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
It got a 2 on a die,
Ooh.
and it has a
Hopefully it does die.
negative. It has a -2 to its dex modifier.
Oh,
It got a big old 0.
that's a bummer. Let's see how, well, keeping with the theme, let's see how 2 radiant damage takes care of it.
It needs 1.
Alright.
Yeah.
Radiant. It doesn't get a fortitude save on radiant damage, and it falls.
Ha ha! Enjoy radiance.
Mount Wood.
I think I'll follow suit and go for the one in the back here. You could do a Sacred Flame on him.
The one in the back is actually in the dense foliage. You
Okay.
probably can't see it.
Go one forward then.
The one that looks like Groot. It's actually
He does look like
it's a twig blight,
Yeah, he
Hold on.
totally does.
but it's Groot.
He's Groot.
Yep. I'll do Sacred Flame.
Oh yeah. So I gotta roll a die. I got an 8.
Sorry.
It's a,
D8?
D,
Yes.
it's a D8.
So it's going to take 4 radiant damage.
All right. It does not seem to like that.
Back up a little bit too.
No, it is not.
Beep, beep, back it up.
Oh, yeah, that
All right. Cool.
can I, because Gilly stood up, at least. I won't move backwards, but Gilly stood up.
Sure. I'll give it to you.
Okay, thank you.
I'll give it to you. All right. Cool. Cool.
Zombies, take
I mean,
me,
you
I'm
could cast
ready
a
to
sacred.
die.
You could cast a Sacred Flame from laying down, but
No.
Okay. I'm gonna have zombies move before they attack.
just like
Make my life easier.
I mean, and also make it so they can attack.
Yeah, basically. Alright. So the zombies seem to have kind of like moved around and starting to swarm Iku on one side and Rixer on the other.
Yeah, there's 4 on EQ, just 3 on Mixer.
yeah.
Right. So I'm going to roll some zombie attacks against Iku. The first one... Let's everybody see anyway. It's going to be a +3. First one's going to miss. Second one is going to hit. I'll deal with that in a minute. Third one's going to miss. Fourth one is going to miss.
So just 1.
One of them hits. Alright. And then there are 3 of them around Rixer.
Mhm.
The first one is going to be a 12 to hit.
Nope.
The second one is going to be a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Come on, 14. That was a real good number to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's going to hurt a little bit. That's going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As it slams its gross zombie body into you.
Quarter of my health.
Out of the sides
Oh, son of a bitch.
come 2 more zombies out of the deep brush.
Hey!
There's a canoe there, isn't there?
Yeah.
He'll go around this way.
Or just the water.
2 more zombies come out of the deep brush, and they go after trying to hit Brielle. Right, that is Brielle.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an 11 to hit. Ooh, that's going to be a 21 to hit.
The 11 does not. The 21 does for sure.
Okay, that's going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage. So that's cool. And then, Brielle, it's now your turn.
Alright. Brielle is going to shift this way. So she's on the other side. Oh, that's too far away. And instead of moving her Hunter's Mark, she's going to use her bonus action to use her Misty Step.
Okay.
And when she does, each creature of my choice within 5 feet, well, I guess I didn't have to shift because my choice, will take fire damage equal to my charisma modifier, which means they're going to take 1 damage. Both of them are going to take 1 damage, and then I'm going to face step. I don't want to be next to the woods. We'll teleport right here next to Momwood.
Alright, cool.
And then with my action, I'll take a shot at that one that's right next to Gilly. That's a natural 20.
Cool.
I really wish I would have Hunter's Mark. I don't have my extra die out. So just roll twice. That would be a total of 13 damage.
Alright. Your arrow hits the target. It's not looking good, but it's definitely still standing.
Okay.
Alright. Iku has kind of like got her staff or her walking stick in both hands, looking intensely at the zombies around her. And then she sees the other two burst out of the woods further down. And you hear her saying a prayer, and she casts Bless on... Wait, let me reread the Bless spell.
Yeah,
I think I can...
Yeah, what?
Alright. She is actually going to cast Bless on all 4 of you.
Ooh,
Nice.
What does Bless do exactly?
You got a D4 to your attack
Yeah,
rolls
yeah.
and saving throws.
Yep, you bless up to 3, and in this case 4 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
And how
This is
long
up to a minute. It is concentration, I think.
It is.
Is it?
Yep.
It is. Okay. I didn't see the marker on my thing here. So she has to try to maintain it, of course, but I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so she still has 4 Zambos on her. That's going to miss. Well, that's definitely going to miss. That one... Oh, no, wait, they're not attacking her. She's attacking them.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? What am I doing? Let's see here. She last attacked...
I think that one is right in front of her.
the mummy one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's going to make an attack roll against the mummy. And that is going to hit. I gotta find my D8 again. She hits it real hard, but it is still standing. Alright, that's all she is going to do. 'Cause, yeah, she totally just cast a spell and hit attacked. She wasn't supposed to do that.
She wasn't supposed to do that, but yeah.
She wasn't supposed to do that. Oh well. Sue me. It helps you guys a little bit anyway.
Yeah, play your sandbook.
Rixer, what's up? What you doing?
Alright, so I'm going to swing for... Let's go with this guy that's like closest to Gilly. So I don't know what he actually is.
He's a Cholton zombie.
Yeah, Tolkien Zombie, there you go. So he is what he actually is. So with my axe, I swing and I get 21
You hit.
for a total of 6 slashing, axey, hurting damage.
And that was against Cholton zombie. You said it was a total of 6?
Yep.
Alright, you cut him deep, cut him hard, but he's still standing. Okay. Gilly, what's up?
Okay. Ugh. Zombies all up in my face.
I hit the scarecrow for you.
You hit the scarecrow, which is right next to me.
I did a crit on him.
Perfect.
He's hurting pretty bad.
Eat radiant Sacred Flame, Scarecrow Man.
I got a 10 total.
Well, that's unfortunate for Zombo. Oh, he's gonna take 1 radiant damage.
Oh.
I mean, but it burns him real bad. Like, he feels it.
Motwood! Help!
Motwood, what you doing?
I'm going to move up. 5, 10, 15. That should be good. And we'll slam my quarterstaff all Grey Wizard style and turn undead.
Oof. Okay.
Every undead creature within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, my DC is 14. They are frightened.
Wisdom. Cool. They've only got a -2 to wisdom. Alright, so I'm going to do the 4-round EQ, starting with Mummy. That's a fail. Why don't you turn the mummy so they're...
The opposite way. Yeah.
That's a skeleton.
Mummy skeleton.
Yeah, there we go. Gold skeleton. That's a fail.
Oh, it's a shiny skeleton.
Yeah. White skeleton.
Is that something you painted, Kyle?
Yeah, it is. White skeleton passes. What is that last dude right there? He is a flesh golem.
Yeah. You look like a 50-meter titan from over here.
He passes. Alright, so I'm going to go with the ghoul over here next to Rixer.
This the ghoul?
Yep, that's the ghoul. That's a failure.
Sorry, girlfriend.
Groot. Groot fails. Cholton Zombie passes. Scarecrow next to what's her name there? Gilly passes. And the white also passes. Look at that. I'm surprised. That die is rolling better right now.
I'm like glowing with radiance and they're not scared.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm small.
You got rid of a bunch of them.
That's good.
Alright, so
do they all run away right now, or is it on their turn?
It's on their turn.
On their turn. Which is right now.
Oh.
So, Ryan, you were keeping track of this better than I was. The ones that...
I have faced them away from their...
Yeah, why don't you have them just run into the woods? Iku is not going to take an op.
No, they have to run away from me.
Rixer's gonna take an out.
Against which one?
You have 20 feet movement, right?
Yes.
Haven't we told Rixer before not to take ops on them when they're running?
Yes.
Because it stops it.
It doesn't stop it.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it
if
does.
they get hit,
It
stops it.
it.
And
I
we
think
had
last time we
whenever-
had,
okay.
yeah.
I told you to let him run.
Right.
Do you have to take
from
your action to
whenever we
dash?
had them in the...
They do dash, they run.
Yeah, they use their full action to move as far away as they can.
Yeah, so they're
into the jungle. And are those the only ones that failed?
Yeah.
Just those 4? That sucks.
Hey,
You got like almost half of them.
In the herd.
Yep.
Alright, so the remainders, we got 2 on EQ that are going to attack her. The first one hits. The second one misses. Alright, she's going to get hit. Rixer, you only got 1 attacking you right now.
Sure do.
That is going to be 17.
That actually needs it.
Cool. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Oh, wise guy, are you?
Alright.
Oh, wise guy.
Sam, the scarecrow that's right next to you,
Yeah,
it's going to take a swing at you.
sure. There.
Don't forget you guys have Bless on you, too,
I hit
when
him
it comes
first.
around. Oh, that's going to be exactly the number I wanted.
Okay.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to advise that the scarecrow stop it.
He does not seem to be interested in listening to that.
Alright.
This one is going to move around the canoe and stand underneath the water tarp to also attack Gilly.
Okay.
It's going to be a 16.
No, thank you.
Does that hit or no?
It does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know exactly what that meant.
That's fair enough. Glad we could clarify.
AC
Absolutely.
equals your HP. That's funny.
All right, Brielle, top of the initiative is your turn.
Worried about losing a guide, but also worried about losing my best buddy.
Don't.
So she's gonna move that floating hunter's mark over to Scarecrow and try to take out Scarecrow, who's hopefully doesn't have much HP left. And that's gonna be a 13 on the die, so that's gonna hit.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total damage.
It is going to make a undead fortitude save. Oof. It fails horribly.
Yeah.
And your arrow connects right into its zombie brain and just takes it right out.
Thanks, pal.
Takes his brain right out.
Yeah, like the arrow latches onto the brain and pulls it through with like a partially rotted skull.
Yes.
And you see like this brain wrapped around an arrow like lodge into the lower part of a tree, like just a couple feet into the brush.
I like it.
Absolutely.
Saved it.
Alright, Iku's only going to take one action this turn. Iku is going to
work the way she's mechanically supposed to work.
Yeah, I figure like that's the better way to do this.
Yeah, I'll take that extra action a turn. Fine with that.
She's going to hit the... Oh, I guess the one she was attacking just ran away.
Yeah.
So she's going to turn around and hit the white skeleton. That is going to be crappy, but with her bonus becomes enough to hit. There's my D8. She does minimum damage to that Zombo. It's going to be wrong charge. Okay. Rixer, what you up to?
Okay, so, how is Gilly looking?
I mean, Gilly is looking like
She's a little bloody, but not horribly bloody.
a little scraped up.
Okay, so I'm going to, hit this Cholton zombie again, so I can take him down. And that's gonna be, alright, 15.
You hit?
Probably would hit without it, but.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
8.
that's what I rolled with 13. I was like, I'm not rolling
8?
D4.
Yeah, 8 points of slashing damage.
It's all single digit like that.
Oh,
Try to cut him in half.
zombie.
You've been trying real hard at this, and I think you're like overthinking it. Like you hit him, like you're chopping a tree almost,
Right.
and like your axe is covered in like disgusting gore. He is still standing.
It's covered in viscous
Gilly, the turn is yours.
All
and
right.
coagulated blood.
Oof, coagulation.
Ugh, stop. Gilly kind of turns around, be like, "See your friend there? Your turn." Ha!
Am I making
Sacred Flame.
a dex save? Okay. I got a 17 on the die, -2. That's still a 15.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
It does this like looks at you, looks at his friend, and like makes eye contact and like dabs on you.
No.
What the hex was that? I think this one's broken.
Mom, it's your turn.
Oh, man. I have so many options. Oh, jeez. Either assist Gilly, assist Rixer,
Help!
or assist...
I mean, you can tell that
Iku.
Brielle is helping Gilly.
Yeah, and like Rixer.
Rixer's got his.
So go for the guy.
Iku's been hit a couple times, like you guys have seen that. She doesn't seem to be winded at all. She seems fine.
Yeah, but also she has the most on her, so. And yeah, if we lose our guy, we really.
Heal it.
Alright.
Heal it.
Sacred Flame on the one that Rixer is fighting. Just finger gun it.
Cool. That's gonna be a failure.
Is it like spirit gun?
Mm-hmm.
Spirit
Whatever that means. Sure. 7 radiant damage.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
I know what it is.
Alright.
Finger guns.
I'm just close enough.
Borderlands reference?
Radiant.
Oh, it is radiant.
Yeah.
It goes down.
kill enough of these, I know that Radiant finishes them off.
Yep, it'd be dead.
So one thing that stops them from being like that.
Alright, there are 3
Huh?
Zambos left.
Yeah.
2 of them are going to attack Iku. I'm going to just roll them both at the same time. One of them is going to hit.
It's the for sure thing.
Oof. That was a lot of damage. Alright. And the other one's going to attack Gilly. That's going to be a lot less. No, you're fine.
Yay!
Swing and a miss.
Haha!
He yells, oh, yeet.
Guys, this one's definitely broken. It's saying things. It's trying to say words.
Somehow from the future.
Are you telling?
Plane shifted.
Lit. Brielle.
Do you mean light? Yes, I'm going to light up your soul with radiance.
Kind of thumps its chest. Gucci.
Gucci band. Brielle's gonna take a shot.
What?
He's gonna take a shot at that one. That's on Gilly.
The broken one?
Yup.
Okay.
We're done with that. That's a 10 on the die. I shouldn't need to add a d4. We will anyways. Turns into a 40, 50, 16.
It's still a hit. Broken or not, it is still hittable.
What would that zombie say instead of brain?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
What was it Maggie told me to say?
8 damage.
Hi, Maggie.
Maggie,
Miss you.
Maggie gave me a phrase the other day that I'm supposed to add to my repertoire.
Of course, Maggie did.
He says, oh, that slaps.
What?
Slaps.
Is this supposed to be instead of like that sucks?
I don't know. I didn't read the whole Urban Dictionary entry.
Oh no.
I'm taking Maggie's word of this.
You
So.
may have
We're
done
about
something
one
horrible.
Buzz phrase away from getting guiding bolt.
Iku is going to hit the white skeleton. That's going to be a damage dealer. And it's hurting real bad, but she's not hitting it very hard apparently. Rixer, what you up to?
So I'm gonna go up to this one, right next to Gilly. Leave her alone. And swing. That's a 18 on the die, so.
That's a hit.
Where the shit is my... There it is. I don't know why I couldn't see it. 8 points of slashing damage. Please.
Uh-huh. Well, that is going to do some damage,
Cool.
but it's totally still standing.
You know what?
I don't.
Never mind. I'm not going to action surge. I was like, thinking about it. Like, this is the very beginning of the day. Maybe not.
For you it is, yeah. Mountain.
Oh, that was quick. Yeah, let's give Iku some assist here on Sacred Flame, skeleton looking one here.
Alright, that's the one she's been whittling away. That's going to be a 4.
Alright. Shoot off another bright spark, or gray spark, whatever. 8 radiant
A
damage.
gray spark. You hit it, it burns a little bit with a gray holy fire, but it is still standing.
Wow.
It is not. She's been rolling like crap.
Oh.
The Zombos are going to attack Iku again. There's 2 of them. Neither one of them hit. And I'm gonna roll a die. Dana.
Yep.
Rixer. That zombie that's been attacking Gilly is going to move over to you.
Okay, good. That's what I want.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Roll that.
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, okay.
Brielle.
One's still up.
Sure is. What's up?
Did I get to take a turn?
Did I miss you?
Did we skip?
I said it felt quick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know how that happened. I have a check mark next to your name.
Because the zombie missed me,
Is that what happened?
and he was broken again, and then Brielle hit it, and then the zombies went again.
Oh. Well, why don't you take a turn now?
Okay. Ha! Sacred Flame. Uh-huh. I know.
That's going to be a 1.
Yes.
Maybe he die now?
Dang it. 1.
Oh, God.
He doesn't die now. All right, Brielle.
I'm gonna fire this.
These dice.
That broken zombie, man, it looks real hurt. It hurt real bad.
Brielle's gonna kneel on the ground and stabilize herself to try and get a better shot. Make sure she doesn't miss this. Hopefully she doesn't. That's gonna be a natural 20.
Ooh. They don't get to do fortitude on crits. So if you can get enough damage.
20 total damage.
Wow.
It started with 22 hit points. It had 4 left. Describe to me what it looks like when you kill it. With your hilarious crit.
A Gallagher show.
I was thinking that, but I also kind of want the arrow to go
behind
through
this
that
guy.
little bit of flame that's in the fire. And whiz just past Gilly, not touching her, and then smash that son of a gun right through the head. And just light it on fire.
That's exactly what happens.
Yes.
It's brilliant. It's beautiful.
Yay! Thank you, friend.
Maybe you're born with it. Maybe it's a flaming arrow. Iku is still going to try to kill this Zambo.
Mine's just...
But she still got 2.
She hits it. I've been rolling like 1s for her damage.
Oh man, that's lame.
But it's down to like 4 hit points, so she hopefully can kill it. Now I get a 7 on this D8. She brings her very stylized staff down, cracks it in the head, and it just drops.
Splits his skull open.
And one fell down by me, right?
Oh yes, this white is dead.
So there's a single zombie standing, and it's not smart enough to know that it'd probably be better off running away.
I mean...
Rixer.
Yep. We're gonna move
You should be able to make it.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna count, like, 'cause I have that,
Your bonus is gonna.
yeah.
But you shouldn't even need your bonus.
No.
Just run away.
17 plus 6
It's a hit, although this zombie hasn't been touched yet.
is gonna be 9 points of slashing
It
damage.
does not like that. It does not like
Good.
that at all.
Good. Get off the guide.
It's my turn?
It's Gilly's turn.
Yes!
Yay, no skippies.
Hiya! Let's see if it works now. She's been snapping her fingers trying to, like, get the sacred flame to go.
Do you see this number that I rolled?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes it a 17, but are you...
No.
Okay, it dances out of the way unbeknownst to itself.
Ah!
Sorry, Gilly.
I hate these overly dexterous zombies.
Mount Wood.
They're the worst.
He likes to dance, huh? Make him dance. Sneaker flame as well.
Alright, tap dancing, yo. Oof, that's a 9 on the die.
Hi, wore him out.
5 radiant damage.
His friends don't dance, so they're no friend of his.
Alright, it is still standing. 'Cause again, this hasn't been hit a whole lot. It's going to turn and make an attack roll against Rixer.
Yep.
It's going to get a 20 total.
Yep.
A supernatural 20.
Mm-hmm.
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Guess what?
How you looking?
My Rooster goes down.
Oh no!
Like, it was exact.
Really?
Yeah, it put me at 0.
Nice.
So, at least I'm not.
You're not bleeding out.
Yeah.
Gonna knock Rixer over. Yes.
Ah.
I finally got one. Brielle, you see Rixer take a hit and fall down.
Oof.
Got her. Him. I got him. Because he's a boy this whole time.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure has been.
You've probably seen him pantless at this point.
That's gross.
I mean, probably not, unless
We
no,
haven't seen
probably
his
not.
giblets.
Nobody.
Probably not.
No, thank you.
No. Let's bonus action transfer the hunter's mark over to him. Take that shot. That's a 13 on the die. It's gonna hit. Ooh, that's awesome. 8 total damage.
That's exactly what you needed. That was the exact number.
But he gets to save though.
Oh, he does. I shouldn't have crossed him out yet.
Oh, okay.
Just playing fair, guys.
I know.
He fails.
Yeah!
You.
Right through the back. Oh no, he's facing Rixer now, isn't he?
Yep, you hit him right in the sternum. Your arrow like just goes right through him, and you can like hear it crack his sternum, crack his spine, and like his whole body just kind of like crumples to the ground. His jaw's kind of still snapping a little bit, but it seems to be unable to move.
She'll walk over and she'll pull out her sword and just finish it off through the brain.
It is DED. Dead.
Yes.
Gilly's gonna run over to Rixer.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
stabilize Rixer while I'm
I'm already
away.
stabilized. I'm not zero. Not beating out.
Well, you still went down. That doesn't make you stabilized.
I had exactly.
You still
0
have
hit
death
points.
saves. You
No,
still
I
go to
had
death
exactly
Ryan
zero,
thinking,
so
well, like if I
I'm
heal
not
him
bleeding
first,
out,
my
right?
healing is maximized.
When you hit 0 hit points, you go
Then
unconscious
you
and you have
patch
to
him
make
up.
death saves.
Do it.
I've always ruled if you hit exactly 0, you're unconscious.
I guess
but
if that's your ruling, but that's not the book's ruling.
oh, that's what I've always done.
Okay, if that's your ruling,
Can I
that's
see a
fine.
player's handbook?
Because it's so rare that you hit literally
I think
exactly
it's by
0.
Ryan.
Ryan had it. Yeah.
If your healing is maximized, you do it.
When they're down, my healing is maximized.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yeah, you do
Yeah.
whatever you do.
I mean, she's still down.
What are you looking for?
Bleeding out or not, she's still
I'm
unconscious
just
and down.
checking in on.
Dana is, and her character by proxy.
Yes.
How much health does Rixer get back?
I'll touch her, let the
It's not
smoke
yours, huh?
enter his body,
Found it.
and he'll get 8. Like,
Alright.
12 HP back.
Just over half.
Beautiful.
Cool. Alright, so in the dead of night, our heroes have encountered a swarm of zombies following a pig. What's going on, Sam?
I just wanted to do something really quickly.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna preserve life I'm gonna walk in the middle, preserve life. Within 30 feet of me, we can divide up 10 points of healing.
Oh,
I did not take any damage.
So,
Cool.
Iku,
I only took 4, so.
you took 4. Iku probably took some. Is
She
gonna
she
accept
tells
it?
you she doesn't want it. She doesn't need her help.
Okay, so you and I can split up. You can take the 4, and
Okay.
I'll take 6.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Gotta get you guys stabilized. So it seems like we haven't had a chance to get a good rest. Some people have, some people haven't. We'll have to deal with that fallout later. But I think we'll have to do that next week. So, as always, folks, thank you very much for listening. If you like what we're doing here, you can find more of our nonsense and shenanigans on all sorts of social media platforms like Facebook and the Twitters and Instagram. But if you search for Monday Night TPK, you know what? I'm not going to talk about our YouTube channel this week.
Okay.
If you wanna know about our YouTube channel, listen to other episodes. This is not one where I will promote it. Thank you very much for joining us at our table, and please have a good night.
I've almost choked on a booger before because I have.
Stop.
Have you ever laughed while eating a ham sandwich and had chunks of the sandwich come out your nose?
Oh.
No.
Mustard burns like a motherfucker.
Oh, I got it.